Hey, what's up guys? It's N Square Sports coming back with another video. Today we're doing NBA. So I said Nick would be in a video soon. He could not do the videos today, so you're gonna have to wait a little longer to see him. But I'm back today doing NBA, and we're gonna be breaking down the different teams in the different conferences, and we're gonna do it a little differently than the NFL ones. The NFL ones we did it by division. We're gonna do this one by just overall teams in their conference and what place we think they're gonna get in their conference and their record. And I'm gonna explain why I think the way I think. So in this video, we're just gonna do the Eastern Conference. We're gonna do the 13th through the 15th seed, and then we'll do the 9 through the 12th seed. So we'll do in total. I have them broken up on my list, but I'm just gonna probably do 9 through 15 in this video, and then we'll do probably 1 through 8, or maybe just 1 through, I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure it out. But for this video, we'll do 9 through 15. So I'm gonna start with the 15th best team, the worst team in the East, which I think might be the worst team in the entire NBA because the East is a little weaker this year. So in my opinion, the worst team in the East, the number 15 seed, will be the Washington Wizards. If you don't know about the Washington Wizards, John Wall, their starting point guard, is out for this entire year. He was out the entire year last year. He's just been injury prone like crazy. Broke his foot, I think tore his Achilles. I mean, he's done a lot of things you don't want to do. And so yeah, I think they will go. My record for them is 19 wins and 63 losses. So not even 20 wins, which is not good. I mean, if you're under 20 wins, that means you're a pretty bad team. And I really like Bradley Beal, and he's really, really good. But I just think him by himself isn't going to do much, because honestly, outside of Bradley Beal, they don't have anybody. Like, just hardly anybody is any good on their team other than him. Isaiah Thomas is, I think his best days are behind him. He's really small also. They have a center, Thomas Bryant. He's pretty young and he's pretty good. But really, they have the rookie Rui Hachimura or whatever, however you say his name. I think he'll be good eventually, but I think this first year it's going to be a lot for him. So I think he won't really play too well this year. And I think also there's a possibility Bradley Beal gets traded before the season's over. I think probably by the trade deadline, somebody will go out and try to get him, because he probably doesn't want to play there, and I'm sure other teams would love to have him. So they're my number 15. Going to my number 14 seed is the New York Knicks. So a lot of people probably thought I would have the Knicks at 15, but I actually think they have some talent other than one player. The Washington Wizards really only have one star. The Knicks, I think, do not have a star. I think that's their problem. They have no number one player, but they have multiple players who are decent. I think they got screwed this offseason. They lost out on KD and Kyrie, and the only guy they got really was Julius Randle, who is a nice young player, but he's not going to change your organization. So I said in my notes here that you got RJ Barrett, the number 3 pick, and Randle, and it's going to be the RJ and Julius Randle show is what it's going to be. I like Kevin Knox, another player there on their team who's kind of a guard/wing player. He's a good third option, but he's not a good third option when you have the 1 and 2 that they have, with probably RJ as their 1 and Randle as their 2. And then Knox is their 3, and then you could probably say Dennis Smith Jr. is their 4. They're all probably going to start. It'll probably be Dennis Smith Jr., RJ Barrett the 2, Kevin Knox at the 3, Randle at the 4, and some guy at the 5. I don't really know who they have big man wise, but that will probably be their starting roster. And I think I have their record at 25 and 57. I think they could win 25 games with that. I think RJ alone will probably win you 10. I think Julius Randle will probably win you another 7 or 8. Kevin Knox and Dennis Smith Jr. have a couple good games. That probably adds you up to 25. It might be a little high, but I think that's a pretty accurate number, according to me at least. So next, number 13, I have the Charlotte Hornets. They are I predict them to go 30-52. They lost out on Kemba Walker. He went to the Celtics. And they got Terry Rozier back. So I just want to warn everybody. People are going to say Terry Rozier is really good. He is not worth the hype that he's getting. I'm just saying. He had a good series in the playoffs without Kyrie to lead them almost to the finals. He's not worth the hype that is put with him. He's just not. He's a nice player. He's a good backup point guard, I think. But I just don't think he can be the star of a team. And right now, he is the star of that team. You have Malik Monk, Malik Bridges. No, Miles Bridges. My bad. Malik Bridges, not on their team. Miles Bridges, who are nice pieces. They're good wing players, good defenders, good shooters. But they don't really have a true star. Kind of like the Knicks, they don't have really a true star now that Kemba's gone. That's what worries me about this team. But I still think they'll be better than the Knicks. I think they'll go 30-52 just because the pieces around them, around Rozier, Monk, and Bridges, it's better than the Knicks, in my opinion. So let me go now to the 9 through 12 teams. So I'm going to go with the 12th seed, I think, will be the Cleveland Cavaliers. I predict them to go 32-50. I might be a little high, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, just because of what I've said about other teams. I really think, Kevin Love's good, Tristan Thompson's good. Those are both two guys from the LeBron days in Cleveland when they won their championship. They're good. I think Kevin Love, I think he still has a couple years left of really good play. I think he could probably win them 15 games just by him playing good. Maybe. That might be a little high also. But I do like Colin Sexton is really good. He's a great point guard, great shooter. I think he's good, but he just needs more time to develop. So I don't think they'll go very far. The team's getting really old as well. Other than the rookies that they just drafted, they're pretty old as a team in general. I would really like Darius Garland, but I just think he's really young, and I don't know how he's going to fit with Colin Sexton because they kind of both play point guard, and I don't know who is going to get the ball when, and it's hard for young players like that to sometimes figure it out. It's kind of like James Harden and Russell Westbrook both needing the ball in their hands, but in that scenario, they can both, they're older, they're more mature, they played together before, so they can work it out, I think, a little easier than two young guys. My number 11 team is the Chicago Bulls. I have them at 35-47. When I was looking through their roster, I really like a lot of their players. I think they're pretty good. I was kind of surprised. I really like Kobe White out of North Carolina. He was good. I think it's going to take a little bit for him to develop as well, kind of like Darius Garland. But I really like him as a player. I think Lauri Markkanen and Zach LaVine, I think they both will take steps up this year. LaVine's getting a little older. Not old. He's probably like 27 or so. Lauri Markkanen is 24, 25. I think he's really good still, and I think he's not even to the prime of his career yet. So I think he will step up. I also like Wendell Carter Jr. I think their center, I think he'll play better this year. And I like Otto Porter, the move to get Otto Porter. He brings some wing play in to their team. So I think they have a little more depth. I think that's kind of why I put them a little higher. So let's go now to number 10, the Detroit Pistons. I have them at 39-43. I like Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond, and I think I have them so high because they are two really they're all-stars, and I think that's why I have them a little higher. I don't like a lot of what they have other than those two, but I think those two, since they are all-star level players, I think they will get up to around the playoffs, which they got to the 8th seed last year, kind of with the same team, and I think they can at least get 39 wins. So I think that's what they'll be. They added Derrick Rose. Will that do something? I don't know. We'll see. But they don't have much else other than Rose, Griffin, and Drummond. So we'll see. And at number 9, I have the Orlando Magic. I have them going 42-40, just barely missing out on the playoffs. I think I even have it as like a game maybe, or a game, 2 games, game and a half, something. Them missing the playoffs. I really like this team. I think they're another 1 year. I think they literally are 1 year away from getting to the playoffs again. They got to the playoffs last year, but I think just with the teams this year, I don't know. I like other teams better this year, even though they made the playoffs last year, and I think the teams will play a little better this year, which will make them need a better record than what I think they'll get. I love Nikola Vucevic, I love Mo Bamba, and Aaron Gordon. Those three are their main three for sure, but none of them play a guard. Where are their guards? Do they have the guard play necessary to keep up with the good guard play in the NBA? They have Markelle Fultz. What's going to happen with him? That's my interesting point. What is going to happen with Markelle Fultz? There's rumors that he's playing better. Can he get to the level to be a starting point guard? Because I think if he does, I think they could make the playoffs, but I just don't know. That's why I have them right outside the top 8. I have them at number 9. That is it for this video. If you like this, subscribe and like it, and comment who you think will be in what spot. I think it's really interesting when you look at rosters and you try to dissect, who's gonna step up, who's not gonna step up. It's pretty interesting to look at that and kind of just guess yourself. So we'll do the 1 through 4 seed and the 5 through 8 seed in the next video for the East, and then we'll do the West. It's kind of same format for the West. So just keep watching. I'm gonna post. The season is about 6 days away now. It's really close, actually. I didn't even realize it's like 5 or 6 days away from starting. So I'll make sure to get all these videos out before the season starts, so I can say, I made my predictions before the season started. So look for maybe a couple videos a day. Not sure. I think I'll have around 5 or 6 videos for this. So I'll probably do 1 a day, maybe 2, depending on when I can upload. But just keep watching for it. Turn the notification bell on so you can stay up to date with all my videos, and I'll catch you in the next one.